Hi, it's Jen. Welcome to C55. Today we're going to be doing a lot of strength training and you will require a couple of dumbbells for that. So medium sort of size dumbbells. You will also need some sort of chair or seat or something that you are comfortable to come up from. So nothing not too low like a bench or anything like that. Although if it is a weight bench, it's sort of that kind of height, then that's good, but not like a step. So you want something that when you're sitting on it, you're about kind of 90 degrees here, and like I said, a couple of medium-sized dumbbells, usual stuff. Make sure you've got a towel, make sure you've got some water with you and plenty of space, and I will be back with you. So give you sort of a minute just to get yourselves organised, and we're going to jump to it. Also, maybe get your favourite playlist on, entirely up to you. See you back in 1 minute. Okay, let's get started with a warm-up. Warm-up's going to take about 10 minutes and we're going to rotate through some different movements just to get the body warm and ready for the main workout today. The first one we're going to do is what we call a bootstrap squat. So I'm going to push my hips back as far as I can. Feel a nice stretch down the back of the legs. Make sure you go more of a squat stance with the feet, coming all the way down, hands on the feet. I'm going to drop the hips down into a squat and then I'm going to bring myself back up, stretch out the legs at the back. Don't worry if your spine's slightly rounded, that's okay. We're just looking to warm the lower body, and I'm going to do 10. Okay, once I've done my 10 of those, I'm actually going to keep myself down into that low squat. And I'm going to look at a bit of rotation up towards the ceiling, but I'm going to wait 10 seconds before I get going with that one. So each minute I'm going to do a different exercise just to get the body in the right position or the right, ready for that workout. Up towards the ceiling. Go a bit wider on the feet if you find it helps you get deeper into that squat, and turn the feet out. And we're rotating at 10 up towards the. Make sure your eyes follow the hand. You can use the other arm also to push out on the knee to help with that as well. Okay, bring yourself out of that one. Give yourself a little shake. We're going to do 30 seconds of a skip. So with a skip, opposite hand, opposite leg, up in front. We're going to go in 10 seconds. This is aimed just to get that heart rate up, blood pumping around the body, oxygen delivered to our muscles, all the stuff that we need for our workout. So let's do 30 seconds. Doesn't have to be huge movement. It doesn't have to be really quickly. You could grab a skipping rope and skip for 30 seconds if you wanted to. Okay, take a rest from that one. What we're going to do, we're now going to go back in and we're going to go back to that bootstrap squat. So remember with that one, my feet are on my normal squat stance. I'm going to push my hips back. I'm going to engage and feel a nice big stretch down the back of my hamstrings. My hands are going to go down on top of my feet or underneath the fronts of my toes. And then I'm going to drop my hips down in between into my normal squat. And then I'm going to send the hips up high. and feel that stretch down the back. So I'm going to do 10 altogether. Might chuck an extra couple in. Okay, bring yourself out of that one. Give yourself a little moment. We're now going to go back in to the rotation. So you're going to come down into that nice low deep squat. To get that low position, for a lot of people, just need to go a bit wider on the feet and probably turn the feet out. Can help with the hip position. Coming down, and then we're rotating up towards the ceiling. I'm looking for 10 rotations. Brilliant. Okay, give myself a little shake out and carefully stand up from that one. Okay, I'm going to go back into that skip. But I'm going to wait another 20 seconds before we go. I'm going to go in 10 seconds. Try and bring the opposite hand up to the leg that's coming up in front. Working on a bit of coordination. And like I said, you could have grabbed your skipping rope. Just skip for 30 seconds at normal kind of pace. Another 5 seconds. Okay, take a moment from that one. We're going to work through those 3 exercises again once more. So remember, we're going to start with that bootstrap squat. We're going to go in about 20 seconds. So get your feet positioned right. Like I said, squat stance, wider than your hips, feet turned out. What I want to do is I want to push my hips back. Note my shins stay vertical to start with. Hands come down, hips come low, heels are on the ground, and pushing back up, and then rotating back. Again, going for about 10 or 12 reps. Once you've done that, release yourself out of that one. Give yourself a little shake out. We're going to come back down into that deep squat again. We're going to go back into that thoracic rotation. So again, bringing yourself all the way down. Now we're rotating up towards the sky or the ceiling, depending on where you are. Make sure those eyes follow your hand. Chuck a couple extra in for good measure. And then carefully bring yourself out of that one. We've got one more skip. And then we will start to get on with the main piece today. We're going in 8 seconds. Again, remember, a bit of coordination. Let's do this. Okay, brilliant. Take a little moment. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Take a little drink on. Bring your heart rate back down to normal. And we're going to get started with the first piece of the main workout today, which is going to be strength. And you'll need your dumbbells for that one. So I'll be back with you in 30 seconds. Okay, let's get on with the first part of the workout. So we're going to be doing a strength piece. It's not timed in any way, but we are doing a certain number of reps. And we're looking for about 5 rounds altogether. First exercise we're going to do is what we call an Arnold press. I'm going to start with my palms facing in towards the body my elbows bent. And what I'm aiming to do is I'm going to push up. And as I push up, I'm going to twist the dumbbells, so now my palms are facing out away from the body. Please note that the dumbbells are directly above my head and I'm making sure that my spine is in a neutral position. I'm not arching and leaning backwards. Squeeze my glutes and then reverse the movement, bringing all the way back down again. So we're going to do 10 of those. I'm going to do one more. Okay, so that's my 10 reps on there. Then I'm going to do what we call a reverse fly. So that's aiming to target my back. I'm going to use what we call my hinge position. So I'm going to push my hips back. So I'm loading my hamstrings and my glutes to hold that position. Arms are going down in front. I'm going to set my shoulders back to make sure I'm not rounding. And I'm opening up and squeezing my shoulder blades together. I'm going to go for 8 reps. So I've done those, bring myself up into the same position. For the next and third exercise, I do not need the dumbbells, so you can pop those ones down. I'm going to do what we call a single leg sit to stand. So this is a really good exercise, working our single leg and hip strength. So I'm going to plant my right foot firmly planted on the floor. I'm going to extend my left leg, make sure I've got a stable base to start and finish on. And I'm going to stand up from this position, bring myself up into a standing position and then back down again, making sure that my knee is tracking over my foot. I'm coming up, full extension at the top, and I'm going to do 10. Okay, if that is too difficult, you could just do it as a sit to stand with both legs. Or you could do it supported and hold onto a wall while doing it. I'm now going to work my left leg, usually the weaker out of the two, depending on the individual. Again, up and back down again. Okay, those are the 3 exercises in the rep range for each exercise. I'm now going to take 30 seconds rest and then we're going to work back through them. Okay, let's get back into the next round. So this is round 2. Remember, we're into our Arnold press. We're going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we're going to go into a reverse fly. Like I said, push those hips back. Make sure you've got plenty of space. Make sure the back is nice and flat, tracting the shoulders, shoulder blades, drawing the shoulder blades together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Brilliant. Pop them down. If you've got a multi or different dumbbells available to you, you might want to go a bit heavier in the press and then a little bit lighter for your fly. That completely depends again on the individual. So you might, if you have the luxury of a couple of different weights, go for that. So we're going to go back onto that right leg. And we're going for 10 reps again. Make sure you're fully extended at the top. Once you've done your 10 on your right leg, swap it over onto the left side. Okay, well done. Second round down, we've got 3 more rounds to do, same as last time. 30 seconds on the clock, and then we're going to come back in again. Okay, let's get to it. We've got round 3. So back into that Arnold press. Remember, for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it back down again. Into that hinge position, pushing those hips back into our reverse fly for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. Weights go down. Back into that single leg sit to stand. Starting in that seated position. Make sure that your planted foot is nice and flat, and like I said, knee tracking over the foot. Coming up for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. 10. Pop your left foot down. Extend that right leg. Coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic, brilliant. Same as before, 30 seconds rest. We've got 2 more rounds to tackle. Okay, let's get into round 4. Again, palms facing in, we're going for 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop them down. Find that hinge position. Feet directly underneath my hips. Push my hips back. Make sure my core is tight to protect my spine. And I'm drawing my shoulder blades together for 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it up. Pop the dumbbells down. Chest up nice and tall. Foot goes down. We're going for 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. Onto your left leg. Leg extended, chest up tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Brilliant. We've just got one more round, so 30 seconds, I'll be back with you. Okay, final and 5th round. Grab your dumbbells, back into your Arnold press. Palms facing in, pressing up for 10. We're going for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. Bring it down. We've got our final set of 8 reverse flies. Send those hips back, brace that tummy. We're going for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. Dumbbells can go down. Going into our push press. Sorry, apologies. We're not going into our push press, not yet. Thinking ahead. Going into our single leg sit to stand. Making sure that leg is firmly planted on our right side. Left leg extended. We're standing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swap it over onto the left side. Again, extend the other leg out. Chest up tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Okay, so that's the first part of the workout done. We've got a second part which we're going to tackle just next. I'm going to give you a minute's rest. You're going to still need the dumbbells, but you won't need the chair, so you can get rid of that out of the way. You're going to need a little bit of space, and we're going to crack on. Thank you. Okay, we're going to get on with the second part of the workout today. We're working on an EMOM, which is every minute on the minute, and we're going to be doing 3 exercises, 10 reps of each for 10 rounds altogether. So the first one is just our normal body weight squats. We're coming down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. Grab your dumbbells. We're going to do 10 overhead press. We're going to do what we call a push press. So I'm going to dip and drive at the knees, creating a little bit of power to get the dumbbells up for me. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to grab one dumbbell. You're going to swing it, holding it either side, pushing the hips back into our swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. Pop that down. Going to back into your body weight squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Grab your dumbbells. Back into your push press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back into your swing. If you're finding it a little bit too quick, you can always reduce the reps down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a little rest. We're going back in 8 seconds. Like I said, if it's too much or not enough rest for you, then you can always drop it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grab your weights, overhead, push press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Into your swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you're finding the push press is too easy and you've got dumbbells aren't heavy enough, you could just drop it back to a strict press. So without the dip and drive into it. It's really up to you. Okay, let's do this. Back into our squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grab dumbbells into that push press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Pop one down. Make sure you've got a firm grip on the other one. 1, 2, 3. Push those hips back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. Drop it down. We're going to go in 8 seconds. We'll go back into our squat. Nice and quick there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Brilliant. Grab those dumbbells into that push press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quickly put one down into your hinge position. 1, snap through the hips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. If you're keeping up with me, great. If you're going any faster, even better. Just make sure he's keeping that good form. And we have just passed the halfway point. So what you've done, you've just got to do again. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 push press. Bring them up, straight in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop one down. Into that nice swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Okay, so you've got 4 rounds left. Try and maintain the same speed each time. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grab your dumbbells, straight into that overhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop one down into your swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Each time I'm looking for about 15 to 20 seconds rest. That was round 7. So I know I've got 3 rounds left. Whew, nearly there. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Into my push press. Don't slow down now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Into that swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Brilliant. Pop it down. 2 more rounds. You've got this. We're going in 5 seconds. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Grab your dumbbells. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put one down. Make sure you've got a firm grip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You have got 1 more round to tackle. So try and keep that pace up. We're going in 8 seconds. Last set of squats. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Brilliant. Grab the weights, bring them up. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Final set of swings. Push those hips back. Snap those hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Brilliant. Well done. That was 10 really good rounds. Excellent work. Got another 5 seconds on the counter if you're just finishing up. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute's rest and then we're going to crack on. We've got a little bit of finisher and then into some stretches. So 1 minute on the clock, put some water on board and I'll be back with you. Okay, we've got a little finisher. Now, if you've been joining me for the C55 class online over the last sort of 10 weeks, you'll know we've been building up to a 10-minute squat. So last week we did an 8-minute squat, so today, with the mindset that we are probably moving back into the gym next week, so I'll get to do this live with you. I'm going to attempt with you guys today to do a 10-minute squat altogether. So as I've done before with you, you don't have to be down in the bottom of the squat for the full 10 minutes. You can come out of it, but try and come back down as soon as you can. We're trying to accumulate that time. It is really beneficial for your mobility to be able to do this. So bear with it. Try and improve each time that you do it with me, and even if you just do a little bit longer than you managed to do last week, then that's all good. So what you need to do is you need to go, feet go wider than your hips. You'll find probably for a deep squat, you'll probably need to turn your feet out a little bit more just to help with that. I'm going to bring myself down onto the floor. I'm going to start my 10-minute timer. My elbows are going into my knees, I'm just pushing out. Initially, I'm just going to stay static in this position for the first minute, and then if you've, like I said, when you've joined me before, you'll know that we move around a little bit within that, especially to try and help improve our ankle mobility. So we've got another 30 seconds just static, and then I'm going to move you guys around a little bit. You should be finding, if you have joined me every week, and as we've increased the time, and if you've done it once a week, you should find it gets a little bit easier each time you do it. And for any of you guys who squat on a regular basis in the gym, especially with weights, especially with barbells, being able to sit in the bottom of a deep squat without any equipment, I would say was probably essential for you to be able to do that before loading yourself up with more weight. Okay. So now I'm just going to move and do a bit of ankle rocks. So just pushing out. I'm still pushing out on my knees. And I'm just going to spend a minute. I'm going to alternate between the static position and the ankle rocks. So just coming up on your heels, just moving around in the bottom of that squat a little bit. Side to side. If you're doing it indoors, you may find it easier to take your shoes off. Okay, now I'm just going to hold again for another minute. Trying to keep my chest up tall as well. You don't want to hunch forward. Trying to maintain this position. If you are starting to struggle, stand yourself up for a second. Give the legs a little bit of a shake up, but like I said, try and then bring yourself down almost straight away back into it. We've got another 10 seconds and then we're going to go back into our ankle rocks again. And we've got 7 seconds. We've got 7 minutes left on the clock. You're in 3 minutes in. So let's go back into some ankle rocks. Let's move around a little bit in the bottom of that squat. Obviously we've done quite a bit of leg work today as well. So you will be fatigued. So like I said, if you need to stand up, stand up. So bring yourself up if you need to. Give yourself a little shake out. Count to 3. And then bring yourself back down again. Like I said, we're just trying to accumulate that time. Got just less than 6 minutes on the clock. And then we will have a lovely stretch out and we'll be finished today. We're going to sit in this static position. We're just about to hit the halfway point. I'd like to say it's all downhill from here. Okay, so we're going to rock side to side now, just for a little bit. Like I said, just moving around in the bottom of the squat a little bit. It's really up to you how much you move around. Put your hands down, just either side. Bringing those heels off the ground. A little bit of release. We're about to hit the 4-minute mark, which means we've only got 4 minutes left, and we've already done 6 minutes. If you need to stand up now, have a little shake out, give your bottom a squeeze, take a deep breath, and bring yourself back down again. We're nearly there. Just going to hold this position now. Three and a half minutes to go. Okay, we're at the 3-minute mark, so if you want to, you can move around a bit more in the bottom. Or if you just want to hold it out in the bottom, you can do. We have got 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So if you are thinking of bailing out at this point, don't. You are so close to finishing. distract yourself with something, you know, call the kids in, get them to come and have a chat to you, whatever you need to do to distract yourself for the next 2 minutes. Your phone's in front of you, grab that, check some social media, do something. Wouldn't normally recommend that, but anything that will just distract you just for the next 2 minutes. So this is as far as we've been in previous classes, and we are literally at the finishing post. You've got 90 seconds left, so just work through it. We've got 1 minute and 12 seconds left, and then we will be finished. So just coming up to the 1 minute mark. Keep holding that position. Make sure you're still in that nice deep squat. Like I said, we've got 1 minute on the clock. 55 seconds. "45 seconds to go. When you do finish up, please don't just jump out of it. Slowly stand yourself up. We've got 30 seconds on the clock. "20 seconds. Keep holding through. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, carefully bring yourself out of that one. Up into a full extension. Give your legs a little shake out. I'm just going to give you 30 seconds on the clock, and then we're going to have a stretch out to finish, all right? Okay, let's finish with a stretch out. So we're going to start with our quads. They've taken a bit of a battering today. I'm going to do it in standing position. So I'm going to bring the knee up in front. I'm going to grab hold of my lace. I'm going to bring my heel behind. And I'm going to keep my knees nice and locked together. And I'm going to aim to hold for about a minute each side. Just going to let the body sort of relax into it a little bit. If I want to increase the stretch for this one, if I just push my hips forward, you should feel more of a stretch through the quad. And like I said, about a minute each side. If you're in the middle of the room and you're finding it hard, you might just need to grab the back of the chair maybe that you used, or a wall just to hold up against. Unless you've got like amazing balance. Okay, I'm going to carefully bring myself out of that one, shake it out. I come around to the other side again. I bring my knee up in front. It allows me to grab hold of my lace, bring my heel behind. Make sure your knees are together. About another 30 seconds on this side. As before, if you push out your hips forward, you'll find it will increase the stretch for you. Great, carefully release yourself out of that one. Right, hamstrings, let's give them a little bit of a stretch out. Feet, just about hip distance apart. I'm going to push initially my hips back so I can feel a stretch down the back, but then I'm kind of just round myself forward. It's okay if your spine rounds very slightly, and I'm going to bring my hands down towards my feet. I can put my hands down on the floor if you're somewhere where it's suitable to do that, or if you can, bring yourself down. And all I'm doing is just letting the backs of my legs sort of stretch out. I'm going to hang out here for about another 30 seconds. And then I'm going to carefully roll my spine back up towards the ceiling. 2 more things to stretch out. One, I'm going to stretch out my upper back. I'm going to link my fingers together in a standing position. I'm going to push forward. And what I'm trying to do is separate my shoulder blades. Keeping my lower spine in a neutral position. So the rounding just of the upper back. Imagining someone's got hold of my hands and they're pulling them forward. About another 30 seconds. Carefully release yourself out of that one. I'm just going to stretch my chest out. So with my chest stretch, all I'm doing is reversing the movement I've just done, and I'm opening up. And this time, instead of trying to separate my shoulder blades on my back, I'm going to try and bring them together. I'm going as wide as I possibly can. I'm going to hold this position. Got another 40 seconds, and then you'll be done for the day. So just keep holding that position nice and wide. Okay, we've got 10 seconds. Keep holding that, keep pulling the shoulder blades together, keep that stretch on. 3, 2, 1. Okay, release yourself out of that one. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much again for coming and joining me online for C55. Exciting news, I think we're all back in the gym next week, so sad news that it will probably be coming to a bit of an end on terms of me recording and putting stuff online for you in this format for that class, but great news that I'll be back at the Mooney Gym at 6 AM on a Thursday morning. So if you actually want to join me live, come and find me. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed what I've done for you over the last sort of 10, 11 weeks. So thank you so much. If you've got any feedback as usual, chuck it in the comments box below, give us a shout at the gym or private message me through social media. Thank you so much. Bye.